you're never gonna be seen if you're not sharing.
Ooh. Why can't I like sit in a big t-shirt and sweatpants? Like, why can't I do that? Like, you can still be feminine sitting in a t-shirt and sweatpants and your bonnet.
I think your circle is like really important, being surrounded by people who are driven, who are working towards success.
Am I actually in love with this woman? Do I really care for this woman? No. If anything, I feel like men disrupt femininity.
Ooh, literally. Hey guys, it's Ona
And Lexie.
and we're back with another twin talk. It's been a minute.
Wait, low-key, I need some chapstick.
Dude, we need to film this.
Give me 2 seconds.
Why are you like heavy breathing?
Because I'm tired.
It has been a minute. It's been a few months, I want to say. Did we even do one?
When was the last one that we did?
It's
Last one,
in the
it
spring.
was in my apartment, so it was definitely like in March.
In the spring
or something.
Yeah, probably right before we graduated.
Twin Talk is just our version of like low-key like a major life update, and then on top of that we just give opinions. You guys ask questions that you have. If you asked a question and we did not answer it, most likely it's already been answered in another video. So you know what? Go watch our other ones if you haven't already.
Every time we do one of these, we always do some sort of Instagram question poll. So if you ever feel like you missed out and you had questions to ask, we always post in the community board literally the day of, and we're like, hey, we're gonna do a twin talk, this is when we're filming, go check out our Instagram. And honestly, that's the most relevant way to stay up to date with what's going on. If you ever feel like you missed them or you want to see more of us, we both post pretty much on our Instagram stories every single day. And yeah, short form all around we are more active on. So if you want to see us do short form content, Instagram, TikTok is the way to go. But let's dive in. There's so many juicy questions. I'm excited.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. First up, do you guys miss each other now that you don't live together anymore? I can tell when you miss me because you be getting mad at me like that I'm not home, and it's like partly because you want me home and partly because you also like miss me.
I think there's like an additional part. We're colleagues and we work together, so we have to like coordinate work too.
So you don't miss me?
No, I do, but we also you go off the grid when you're not here. Like for a long time, it was really hard to get in touch with you. Like if I texted Lexie, I expected a 3 to 5 business day wait for a response. Yeah. Yeah, it was bad. Like you just were unresponsive basically. And obviously I like when you're home, like I enjoy it. Like it makes it easier to like hang out and then like see each other, but I feel like when you're gone, I can't even do my job.
Well, there's like a time difference. I mean, the main thing is like that's like the main thing that we do together now.
Yeah.
But it's like if you need help filming something, I won't be here to help you.
And vice versa. Somebody said, would you be willing to put who is who in the corner of the videos, like your name? No.
What?
No, I'm not doing that. I'm literally not doing that. We used to in our twin talks, like in the beginning, put like, oh, I'm right here and you're right there for like a quick minute. But if you're watching me,
well, we introduce ourselves.
well, not only that, but like if you're watching us, I expect you to know which one is which.
You know, that's kind of crazy. I feel like as we've gotten older, I definitely feel like we're looking less and less alike. To me, like we went through a phase where we did look alike. We looked a lot alike in high school, and then now I feel like we're like not looking alike as much. Like to me, I'm like sometimes I'm like don't even think that we look like twins. We just look like sisters. So it really throws me sometimes because I'm like, wait, what do you mean you can't tell us apart? Like
in our adulthood, like when we were younger, we would always kind of like slide by, you know, people mixing us up or like mispronunciations and stuff like that. But I think in our adulthood, we're more upfront about it and like just like, no, like I'm Anna, actually that's Lexie, or
no, like I know what you mean. Like you want to correct somebody of your name. Like no, I'm Lexie. Like I'm Lexie. Like if somebody comes to me and like, oh, you're Anna, right? I'm like, no, like I'm Lexie. Like you can still be nice about it, but it's just like I feel like we became so separate in like the content and our editing and like even the way that we speak.
Yeah.
It is you know, like I get surprised, I guess, if somebody does mix me up with you. Not to say that it's a bad thing, obviously, but
I feel like if it was like, you know, anybody else, like they wouldn't have to do that. So I just think there's like a different standard when it comes to twins and like how they're approached. And I mean, we've talked about it in the past as far as like business goes when brands group us together or stuff like that. Like it can be a little bit weird navigating that, but I would hope like not a big deal, like genuinely it's not, but I think when it's something like that's so small that you constantly have to deal with in any sort of social interaction, it can become like a little bit annoying or just like bothersome or honestly just inconvenient, which is why in like some instances, like I went through a point in time where I didn't correct people if I really didn't have the time or if I was in a rush, or you know, people come up and they're so confident, I'm like, damn, like I don't really like want to say anything, but like it's not a bad thing to be like, no, actually I'm Anna and you're talking to Anna.
But it's like the same way as like if somebody said your name wrong, like you definitely should correct them. You know, it's your name, like you're only given one, like let it be known how to pronounce it, how to spell it. Somebody asked, what are the highs and lows of the current season that you're in?
That is a really great question. I love whoever asked that.
_honeybuns.
Okay, _honeybuns.
Okay, I have like mentioned this in the last video. The season that I am in is like one of the biggest things right now is I'm transitioning between my birth controls, and I have literally just noticed how tired I have been, which is such a low. Like I have to go sleep earlier, I'm like waking up later, like I hate that. It used to be like 8 hours of sleep, I was good to go, like I was fine, I wasn't tired, but now it's like I'm needing 10 hours of sleep and then like maybe even a nap if I have time, but like I work out and then I'm doing stuff like the first half of the day and then I just get so tired. Like I don't know why, and I have a feeling it's because of this new birth control. It's so exhausting because I'm like already feel like I'm quite busy and I want to be able to like, you know, work out and have a good workout, but I am just stuck at like feeling tired all the time and I hate that.
So would you consider like one of your lows being like a lot of like health difficulties or like challenges that you've experienced like the past 6 months to a year?
Yeah, the season I'm in, that's like something that's supposed to be better for my health ultimately, but I feel like I'm dealing with like low-key that main side effect, and it's like definitely a low. Like it just makes me want to like lay in bed all day and be tired. But I guess like one of the highs I'm having in this season is like, I know like I'm done with school, but like it's really hitting that I'm like done with school. And obviously like we just moved our little sisters in and they're still in college and everything, but we like have talked about this a few times already, like what it would be like if we still had another year, and I'm like so glad that I graduated in May. I am so relieved. Like I can say yes to more things, I can put in more work and effort into social media because that's like what we're doing right now full time, and it's so nice to be able to do that because last year we were not. Like we would be going to class, which is so crazy to even like think about, but yeah, that's probably one of my highs.
I look back at periods of our life and I'm like, how the hell did we balance X, Y, and Z? Like we were still going on brand trips, we were still doing sponsorships while like literally being in OChem.
And like some days we literally have class 3 times a day. We would wake up at like 5:30 in the morning, go do like a core power class, then literally go get our steps in, go to class, come back. We would like meal prep. Yeah, we were doing like sponsorships. We would figure out times to squeeze in brand trips. Like that literally blows my mind at how busy we are and like how we manage that so well. Like it was crazy to look back on.
Yeah.
We were literally doing that this year in the spring.
Yeah. I would say a low for me has probably been like experiencing like mental health issues that I like haven't before. I feel like I've had like really dark waves, and I mean I would usually say I have my head on straight. Like I get sad like any other person, or like have anxiety or all these different things, but I like, especially like this end of summer to like fall, it's like really kind of hit me, and I'm learning. I'm just talking about like
what swings? I didn't know that.
Well, I'm just like navigating it. I'm just like trying to find like things that like stimulate my brain again. Like I'm not really sure why. I think I don't know.
No, but like I'm asking like what mental health things have you
just like being sad or like being anxious.
Yeah.
I've just like had more bad days than I'm like used to, I guess.
Yeah,
but I'm just like learning how to like navigate that better. I'm trying to like find joy in other things and like actually let myself relax. I'm always stressed, and sometimes it's my own fault.
You always try to like make yourself busy.
Yeah, and I think it's just like I always feel like I'm not doing enough, so like kind of not trying to be as hard on myself. Like I think that's like a low, because I actually have the time to like pay attention to that, and a lot of it probably does come from like all the stuff that we did and we were able to do constantly. Like it was very rewarding long term, so now I feel like I don't know, I feel indifferent because I don't have that. But that's why I'm like trying to implement more hobbies and doing other things. So I think a positive light in that aspect is like, you know, reading and like
having
learning
more
new
time for
things
those
and like, yeah, having more time for like things that truly make me happy. Because I think like a lot of it was, I'm like, well, what do I enjoy doing? Another plus is, you know, getting to like live with my partner, I have my babies, and like getting to like build our brands and our jobs. But I think it's sometimes hard for me to like separate because I want to have personal growth as well, not just like growth in my career and job. But I think that's just like a part of like being an adult and being in your 20s and like
They both are swirl.
experiencing life like post-grad. So I think it's very normal, and I try to remind myself that. Someone said, I'm very curious about who stays with the cats. Me. These are actually my babies. These are my babies. Lexie is just
Auntie.
the rich auntie, is what I like to say. And you know, she babysat them when Devin and I were in Italy, but they are adopted under Devin and Anna.
I want a good cat. It's just being long distance and stuff makes it hard because
I would basically be a co-parent.
This past summer, I feel like I've really been home like maybe a week and a half. Like I would say a week and a half out of the month,
Yeah.
which is crazy. And it's not like, oh, I'm just going to see him. I might not even just be in LA. I might just be on another trip. And I feel like, you know, what was that?
I don't know.
It woke both of them up.
They're disheveled. It's okay, baby. Someone said, do you have different friends? If so, how do you handle the dynamics of a friend group? I feel like this is a really good conversation overall to have because Lexie and I were kind of talking about this today.
Yeah, I feel like we've always kind of been in the same friend group. You know, for the most part, had the same friends. You know, if I ended up being somebody's friend first, it's pretty likely that Anna would end up being friends with them. We've had very few instances where we've had separate friends, and normally it has not worked out because
one of us has, you know, not maybe enjoyed the company of that person as
yeah.
much for good reason.
and the other one just the other one just kind of figures it out and then realizes why. There was things and like friendships I feel like I, you know, put up with in college because I was like, okay, it's college, you know, this could be excusable in this setting.
Or it can be fun where you just have friends you go out with or whatever.
Yeah. And now that I've graduated, I feel like I'm not like, I can't excuse some things, I can't excuse some behavior, and I'm not down to go unless I actually think I'm gonna have fun. And I feel like it's been hard because I feel like, you know, I feel like I can't say too much without saying too much.
I'll say like our birthday is like a prime example. Lexie and I are very much like givers, and I'm not talking about like in a materialistic way always, but like in general, I think like we're very generous with like our energy, time, advice, and when it comes to gifts, like that's also a love language of Lexie and I. So just to like be on that receiving end after like, you know, putting all that effort in, like I feel like it can kind of show a lot. And I mean, I was gone during our birthday, but
okay, but even the amount of people that like I like, not that I was you know what? Yeah, the amount of people that I was expecting to come and say happy birthday with, I think there was really only like 3 people. No, not 3. There was like, out of like a big group of people, there was like maybe 5 people who wished me a happy birthday, and it's like I was expecting a lot more. Like it takes 5 seconds to like
text someone happy birthday.
Yeah, text somebody happy birthday, and like, yeah, I was actually surprised at the amount of people that didn't wish us a happy birthday. We spoke about this.
Yeah,
I was like, I didn't get a happy birthday text from them, and you were like, I didn't either. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
I think it's just like a little bit disappointing, and we like have busy work schedules and stuff, and I think, you know, it's just like a lack of communication and communicating and stuff like that. It really does make it hard. Like we need notice, and yeah, I think there was just like a lot of things that obviously made it convenient when we were in college with, you know, everybody having the same breaks and X, Y, and Z. But like in adulthood, I think that, you know, we're protecting our energy, we're protecting our peace, and especially you, if you know you're going to be drained by a experience, you're not going to go at all.
Yeah, I mean, if I already know what I'm gonna get myself into, I'm like, I'm gonna save myself. Because I had this big issue, especially in college, where I would set an expectation of how it would go, and then I would be let down. And like that would like, it would hurt my feelings. It would genuinely hurt my feelings. I'd have this expectation for people or like outings and be like, oh my God, I'm gonna have so much fun on this night out. And then I did it and I'm like, oh, this makes me never want to go out again. So I honestly just stopped having that expectation. And it's like, if I don't think that I'm gonna have fun, I'm just not gonna go.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't owe anybody that. Like, I don't owe anybody that. Because it's like, I can see now that we're graduated, you know what, they're not owing me anything either. So it's like, why am I going to like, put my all in this thing that is like not even, you couldn't even wish me a happy birthday. So
yeah, I agree.
It's not.
I really not. How many years I've been friends with somebody does not really change it doesn't change anything to me. It doesn't really matter in that sense. Like, if you gradually become less and less and less a good friend, I'm not going to put as much effort in. Like, I'm going to acknowledge that, and I'm going to, take my steps the way that I need to take, because, like, that's what it is. And I'm not, like, some dynamics you have, you don't need to talk for, a couple of weeks or whatever. Like, that's just how it works. But, like, in some instances, I can tell when there's a lack of effort, and I know what I can put in and what I've contributed. And so when somebody's, not matching that or not matching it the best that they can, that's disappointing. And I'm gonna, take a step back, because I'm not gonna continue to put effort into something that's not serving me as well either. Like,
it is what it is.
I think your circle is like really important, being surrounded by people who are driven, who are working towards success, having like deep, meaningful conversations, especially with the climate of the world right now, is like super important. And like, if you can't have those, like, I don't know, it can kind of be hard. Like, overall, like, wrapping it up, like, there are certain things that you'll tolerate in college for the sake of like social outings, or like, staying together in group settings if you like go out or whatever, but I want more than that. And so I feel like if it's no longer serving us, then that's what that is.
How did you two lean out, and how are you both still maintaining it a year later? Which I feel like is a very good question, because I feel like as we became like more accustomed to posting lifestyle content and less fitness, I feel like this question maybe hasn't been just straight up answered by us. I will say last year, it was in 2023 when my last relationship ended, and I feel like after that I gained a lot of weight. Like, I gained a lot of weight, even still being like pretty active. And I feel like the biggest thing for me is that my diet changed, and that was okay. Like, it was fine. I was happy. That was one of my best, like, most fun summers yet, was like being 20, the opportunities, the experiences, the people that I met. It was seriously an insane summer. But I will say, with that, there was literally no restrictions when it came to food, when it came to stuff that I wanted to do. I didn't guilt myself if I didn't work out. I still don't do that now, but it's like, when it came to my diet and nutrition, I was eating whatever I can, and I was definitely eating my feelings. And I feel like this past year, one of the things that has definitely helped me lose that weight and, get a little bit leaner is my diet. Especially with the health problems I've had this year, I lost a lot of weight in March. Like, I was the smallest I had ever been, and I definitely was uncomfortable in my body, because I've never been at that weight before, and I didn't like the way that my body looked in that sense. Especially because it was health related, and that was weight that I did not want to lose. But at the end of the day, it was my diet, it was my nutrition. Anna and I majored in nutrition science, and we just started focusing on, whole meals, eating at home, making food, meal prepping, stuff like that. So we were really just consistent with our eating it. If I'm craving something, I'm gonna go eat it, I'm gonna have it. And there was never really any restriction when it came to that. It was just I didn't need an entire bag of Funyuns and an entire bag of all this stuff. There was no need. I was just eating to I don't know.
It was majority nutrition, which I think is a really hard concept for people to understand, because there's so much misinformation out there. And then I think it's just getting active and moving your body a little bit more. A lot of people don't take the time to work out, or have the time to work out, but even just moving your body for 20 minutes a day, getting some extra steps in, it really does make a difference. At least me personally, I never tracked any calories or anything like that. I was you know what, I'm just gonna get some extra steps in. I did the Stairmaster, or I walked at the end of my day, or whatever, like 30 minutes to an hour. And yeah, I was just like smarter about what I was eating. And I noticed that I felt better, A, but B, I was fuller when I was eating, you know, protein and vegetables and rice versus like cereal in the morning. And like sometimes I still have a bowl of cereal in the morning, like I'm craving it, it's good, but I'm not fully satiated by it.
I remember last year I had like a hyper fixation on Rice Krispies, and I would like make them. I would eat the whole pan by myself, and then I would make them again the next week. And it's like I wasn't even like focused on like the flavor of them. I was literally just like eating them to eat them. I was eating my feelings. Like I was really eating my feelings. And once I started to work towards not doing that and just like really focus on the meals that I was having and the food that I was really putting in my body, I started to feel better.
Talking about it's fine, but I think everybody is different. Like it's your health and fitness journey is so particular to you. So this is what people always say, but like what works for us might not work for you, and all these things. Like I never want to like give open advice about whatever. I just want to preface that we're just, you know, talking about what works for us and stuff like that, because I know people want to know like the nitty gritty, but I'm like, it doesn't matter, because it might not work for you at the end of the day.
Yeah, I feel like even our own experiences were so individual. Like Anna and I would not like talk about, we would not be like, oh, like what are you eating, like how much are you eating, like, because we didn't, like, it was so individual to us.
Yeah,
it was like, you know what, I'm full from this, you're full from this. Like one of us made dinner, we just made sure, you know, there was protein, vegetable, and a carb, and that was like that.
I think this is actually really important to talk about, because I think like being skinny and being like super slim and thin is like
trending.
It's like a thing to be like overly thin, in my opinion. And I've seen it in a lot of creators, and I've seen like a lot of like body checking overall and all these things. And I saw a take where someone said like, this isn't real life, these are just like creators who were doing this, and they're like real body, real sizes, so many different looks to people online. But it's hard when like, if that's what you're seeing and consuming, that's what children are seeing and consuming. And I think it's hard with social media too, because as a creator, you see so much of yourself, but you also see so much of other people that isn't like normal. Like I shouldn't know that, like I shouldn't see somebody else's body in the way that I do every single day, or like their progress in the gym. And like, yes, it could be inspiring and motivating and all that kind of stuff, but there is also like a really dark side of like seeing somebody's growth and then the constant comparison to yourself and your own life and all these things. It can be really damaging. So being comfortable and having a schedule and a lifestyle that works for you is honestly the ultimate goal, and what's really important at the end of the day.
I keep getting questions, do your boyfriends get along? Do Devin and Nigel get along?
Yeah, I would say for the most part.
Yeah. They just started playing together on PS5. They haven't met that many times.
No.
Yeah. They've met, I feel like when they have met, like, you know, they have stuff to talk about, like sports and stuff like that. But
yeah, they're just guys. But I do think that they're still very different.
Yeah, they are very different, but I feel like they're both like people's people. So I feel like, you know, put them in a room alone, they'll like get along and have a conversation. I just feel like there really hasn't, like, we've gone to dinner a few times and he's been up here, but like Devin hasn't been here some of the times that he has been here. So it's been like hard. But they have
he's at work.
Yeah. So he is. Because I don't like Nigel, I know she's straight.
I am straight.
Yeah, you are.
Someone said, do you wish your boyfriend would do content for the bag? Honestly, Devin and I have had this conversation before, where he could easily do like, spend the night with me, like after my 9 to 5, or like spend my 9 to...
in work I can picture Devin doing that, but in college I could not.
No, not at all. And we've had like funny, like lighthearted conversations about it, because like I'm like, oh yeah, like do it if you seriously want to. But I also really do value our privacy. I kind of like that he's in like the background and he's very low key. Like that's just my preference. Yeah, like I know some people, I get comments where it's like, oh, I'd love to see more of Devin. Absolutely not. You'll see what I want you to see, and that's exactly
what if Devin was like, I want to be seen more? Would you show him yet?
No, it's not why I'm dating him. No, absolutely not.
Out of both of us, who do you think is gonna get married first? Definitely you.
Yeah, but I don't want to get married for a long time.
I know that, but I just like, you've been in the relationship longer. Like, I just feel like you guys are gonna get married like before.
I just am not in a rush. Like there are so many people.
There are so many questions. There's so many questions even on my phone. But when are you guys gonna get married? When are you guys gonna have kids? What do you think
That's not now. We're so young.
I think it's tailored definitely to personal preference. I feel like it's definitely also tailored to like where you grow up. I feel like we grew up in a smaller town. I feel like literally getting married and engaged and having kids younger is more prevalent in smaller towns compared to, I guess, cities. Like, I feel like, you know, we just graduated college. I feel like, you know, there could be some of my college friends within like the next 3 years, maybe when they're like 25, are gonna like, you know, get engaged and start having kids. Whereas like that small town, there's been multiple people in my grade that are having babies, getting married. It's like, it's definitely like location wise where you can grow up and like what you're surrounded by. But also I feel like as of recently, everybody's like started getting married and having a wedding, like people that I follow.
This might be a mean take, and it really might, but it's my personal opinion. I think people jump to get married because they don't have anything else going on. Like, that's the next thing they can do in their life, and maybe it's something that they're taught, or maybe that's something that they genuinely think. But I think if you truly have more going on, if you have other goals and stuff like that, like being married right now and like having a ring on my finger is not a concern of mine. I think part of it is security because I know eventually it will happen, but I have so many other things going on right now, and so does Devin, that we both want to work towards together and individually before that is a step we're willing to make. Especially if you know you're going to spend the rest of your life with your partner, why does that need to happen right now?
I see this thing where it's like guys don't get married to the love of their life, they get married to the woman that's there at the right time. And it's like, that would hit. Because and guys in the friend group and all his friends are getting rings on their fingers and, you know, settling down. It's like they're gonna want a girlfriend, they're gonna want a wife, and they're not even gonna care, oh, am I actually in love with this woman? Do I really care for this woman? No. Because you see in their actions later on.
Somebody asked, how do you guys decide which part of your personal lives you like to share? I think it's pretty simple.
No, I don't think it is. Because I feel like there's things that I've thought that, you know, like I could share, and then like I'll come to you with that idea and you'll be like, I don't know. And then you'll give me lists of reasons why reasons that I didn't think of. I'm like, okay. And then like I'll do the same even with Nigel if I want his opinion. I'll ask him that question as well. And I'm like, hey, I'm thinking of bringing this. And then if he doesn't think, you know, it could be the best idea, he'll give me the reasons. It's like, I feel like it's not, it can be simple, but I don't also think that it is, because like, obviously you have good intention and like, you know, something that you want to share, you feel like you should share, or you feel comfortable sharing, but it's like, also at the same time, like, you know, you guys might think of other reasons as to why I shouldn't do that. And yeah.
I said it's simple because it's my deciding factor is whether I want people to comment that or not.
Yeah. But I feel like you have also came to me and be like, oh, I would share this. And I'm like, okay, but what if this was said? And you're like, oh yeah, never mind.
True.
And so
that's why you outsource and you ask like opinions, but I think like that's ultimately like for you even, like that's a deciding factor. Even if you come to me or you come to Nigel, it's like, okay, how could this be perceived?
And am I comfortable with that perception?
Exactly.
Somebody asked, do I ever find it lonely having the apartment to myself? Yes.
I can answer that for you. That's
yes.
Why you want to get an animal.
I want to get an animal so bad because like when I'm home, like when I got my apartment, I feel like Nigel came and stayed with me, and then I wasn't home, but then I was busy, and then
my cats for
and then I had the kitties for like full 7 days, and it was so nice. My house was full of so much love, and then it's just me. It's like I came home after I watched the Conjuring movie, and I was like psyching myself out, thinking I heard shit, and it's like I couldn't blame it on anybody else. I couldn't blame it on a cat. I couldn't blame it on nobody because I was like, nobody's home. Like I have to sleep with rain music because even some noises outside will like spook me and wake me up. And it's like I'm literally like sitting there and I'm like, what was that noise? Like the toilet's like gurgling, and I'm like, why is it gurgling?
I think I would be more open to watching, like I said, if you were home more, but I don't think that you're home enough, and I think it would be too much stress on me, like genuinely.
I mean, if I was you and I had 2 babies and you were gone, I wouldn't mind taking another baby.
No, I'm not doing it.
These cats are just poopy.
And there are a lot of no, there are a lot of
they're younger.
There are a lot
of.
If
it was 3 Ellas, you would.
Oh, 100%.
But Ella was an older cat, and she didn't hop up on the counter. She wasn't all up in my ish. God forbid I try and eat a meal without one of their faces literally in mine. Like I'm literally fighting them off. Can't even eat my own meal. Like it truly is a lot of work. I think you should consider getting a dog, and you can
train it and have it be an ESA and come with you. These two bitties are ESAs. I don't know if y'all know that, but these are emotional support animals. And emotional supporting do they freaking do.
Did you have any regrets during your college years?
Lexie and I were reflecting, obviously, because again, it's fall and people are going back to school. You guys will see it in the next vlog, actually, I think. But Lexie and I talked about how we kind of feel like we were robbed. Like you said, you had unfinished business.
When did I say that?
We were talking about it. You were like, you feel like you had unfinished business because
Yeah.
we only did 3 years. And I think we both, like, in another life, we had the dorm experience. We made friends through there. We had, like, the full freshman experience. We were in college. You're chosen. You're chosen. She hates that blanket.
Oh my god, that was so sweet.
My Shayla. Don't smother her. She's not gonna like it.
Baby, that was so cutie girl. But I also feel like last year, I literally told myself, like, you know what, I'm gonna go to all the senior events. I'm gonna try to go to all the football games. If I don't wanna go out one night and all my friends are going out, I'm gonna go out. Like, I think I did that. I really do think I did that. So like, but it's also sad because it's like, I be getting in these periods where it's like, oh, I just wanna like be really social and like go somewhere. And it's like, I can't just like
Go by yourself.
yeah, and like I can't like go to a football game and have that same experience because I just feel old as shit, even though
Yeah. I also feel like with like our jobs and content creation, we were ready for the next chapter because we knew like the things that time would like allow us to do. Like there were so many opportunities outside and we were really like looking forward to that. It was also something we had been working on for so many years. Like we were so close and it was extremely rewarding, but I think like that's why I say in another life, I wouldn't redo it. Like I think we got the best of both worlds with our 3 years and then we definitely maximized it to the fullest extent. But in another life, I think that we would get those full 4 years.
because if you really do look back at it, like you're in a walkable community, you're so close to your friends, you're so close to stores, grocery shopping, everything. Like everything's like low-key discounted because you're a college student.
Your
and
only
like
responsibilities are work, school, and social life.
yeah, and like
It's such a fun time.
it is a fun time. Like when people say, oh, like college can be like the most fun years of your life, like it could be because it was fun. Like,
Yeah.
it was fun.
Yeah, it wasn't a peak for us by any means, but it was a good time.
Yeah,
And the time was had.
and like you could go out. I'm not saying that we did this, but like you could get away with going out Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and maybe even Sunday.
Yeah.
You won't get away with that again.
Yeah.
Unless you're in like Miami. I don't know.
Yeah.
Baby,
Lexie, you can't get distracted.
She licking me.
She does that.
She licking me.
Someone said, do you guys feel like you're contributing to overconsumption? I think this is a great question. I feel like I say that with every question. I feel like this is a great question.
You know what? I feel like
I think yes
I
and
do
no.
consume, so I feel like I do consume stuff. I do consume content and products, and we just got new apartments and we have been consuming. In terms of overconsumption, I feel like we've been trying to be even mindful, like
Lexie, we're in the middle of a video.
somebody asked, would you guys ever run a marathon or half marathon?
Oh my gosh, you guys, I literally just started running. Maybe give me like a year.
You know what? I genuinely would talk you out of it because my knee, I've been trying to get like more steps in lately because I just feel like there's been a lot of like, I've had a lot of campaigns, which is a good thing, but it's like I just sit and edit and I've been trying to like walk and edit. My knees hurt. My knees legit hurt from like the amount of like walking and like knee movements and flexion that I've been doing. I just don't think that we're built for it. I think that some people are. I just feel like we're not. I feel like when I tried to get into running last year, my knee hurt for months. And I just know because of your ACL tear, I just don't want you to like break down your cartilage even more in your knee.
It hasn't, like my knees have kind of been like achy due to the weather, but it hasn't been anything crazy. I'm
Well,
literally,
because you took up running.
well, Devin and I are doing literally 2 miles, like
Okay, that's
3
different.
times a week. Like it's a very short distance, and
Okay.
my mile time is god awful, but
Wait,
I
what's
think,
your time?
well, we're doing 10 right now.
Okay,
It's not terrible, but it's not great. But I think it's something to strive towards potentially. I think like my first step is a 5K.
I
like,
would.
if I
A
was-
5K is one thing, but like I just feel like.
But I'm not good at running. A girl can dream. Maybe it's not in the cards for me. Maybe it's not. But
I
I'm
just
not
feel
gonna
like
set
it
my.
was-
I'm not gonna put myself off from it.
I just feel like knowing like how bad our knees have been, I just
you
like,
have to train for it. Like, so you can't just be like, yeah, I'm doing a marathon.
no, but like even that just means you have to like run more. And
yeah,
I just feel
I'm
like,
working on it. Yes,
no, but I think your runs are fine, but I just feel like, you know, there's a difference between running 3 miles and 10 miles.
So basically, Lexie has no faith in me.
No, I don't have faith in our knees. I know my knees and I know your knees, and right now I'm trying not to tear my ACL. And I know that has nothing to do with your knees, but I just know like I just don't have runner knees. I feel like, you know what? They're just not there. What's your go-to fall sweet treat? Go.
Sweet treat?
Yeah.
Go-to?
Do you think banana bread is a fall sweet treat? Like low-key, yeah, right?
Why does it smell like spaghettios?
Girl, maybe that's you.
I think, I wouldn't say I have a go-to fall sweet treat, like something I
That's
have
the question.
often.
What's your go-to fall sweet
I'm
treat?
saying I don't think I have a go-to. I think my favorite though is apple crisp.
Oh,
I love
Buzz.
apple crisp. I should make
Buzz.
some. I should make some.
But like not enough like healthy shit, just like regular apple
Yeah.
crisp.
Yeah, I think banana bread is a year-round thing.
Really?
A pumpkin banana bread.
I feel like a good fall. Do people think drinks are fall sweet treats?
No. Okay. Unless it's like apple cider.
I feel like I've gotten a lot of questions about content creator advice, and I feel like I'm gonna give y'all one tip. Well, 2. For one, post the content. If your goal is to be a creator, you have to be okay with perception, and I feel like that's like one of the main things that, you know, makes people not post what they want to post, is because they're scared of being perceived. First of all, post it and don't be scared to post it. Second thing, be consistent. Literally be consistent. I think that's a lot, and that's something that I feel like I have kind of struggled with this year, with like my health stuff, with school, with trying to like literally just like relax after college. Like, you know what? I took my break and I didn't feel bad about it. And I definitely think I post a lot less now than I did in the school year even, or even just in the past years. But being consistent, which is something I'm trying to get back into, being more like posting multiple times a week, will never fault you. Being consistent. All it takes is that one video, and then it's gonna help boost and, you know, bring people to the rest of your page and the rest of your videos. Yeah, so be consistent and, you know, post it.
You're never gonna be seen if you're not sharing.
Ooh.
So you have to share, and even like from my own standpoint, like I think there's a lot of different ways like creators can go about, but I think, you know, some people value like quality and like a certain, you know, type of editing that really does take a lot of time, which in turn affects consistency. But I think overall consistency, especially when you're just starting out, is better because people like want to see you if they enjoy your stuff. But like even for Lexie and I, like we get a lot of people that like want the weekly vlogs back or all these things, but it's like they want to see more of us because they enjoy the content. Like you guys enjoy the content, and even for myself with people that I consume, I'm like, damn, when are they gonna post another video? Like I want to watch them again. It's entertaining, it's something I relate to or look up towards, and it's something I enjoy. So I think that is really a big piece of advice, and I think like it's cool and it's good to like prioritize like quality and versus quantity and stuff like that, but I really do think that consistency is more important in pushing out like content that you like, but stuff that is manageable and applicable to everyday life.
Yeah, I feel like at the end of the day, there's a lot of stuff that you can just like film on your phone, and I feel like people will be more mad that you're not posting rather than if it's filmed like on a camera versus on your iPhone. Favorite fall movie and show? I know what you're gonna say. Coraline!
I'm gonna say this in the next vlog.
And fall show, I would say literally Law and Order. It's not a fall show. I feel like people say like Gilmore Girls,
but it
stuff
is
like that.
fall.
But like it is.
It's the same as like Thursday Orange and like Halloween all being the same.
Yeah, like legit.
And 7 p.m.
Legit.
I would say that, and I would also say Vampire Diaries is fall.
Diaries, yeah.
And I want to watch Gilmore Girls. I've never watched it, but it just seems so cozy.
Yeah, I feel like you would like it.
I probably would. I would need to know.
Somebody asked, what's a small daily habit that's made the biggest difference in your lifestyle and or mindset? I would say waking up early. I feel like I definitely just started to get back into, because I feel like when I'm in LA, y'all, if it's 7 a.m. there, it's 9 a.m. here. So when I come back, I definitely had to adjust. But I feel like waking up early, I literally feel so productive. with this way that my schedule works, I can work out in the morning and then I can do whatever else I need to do. And I just feel like my day starts earlier, but it also ends earlier, so I just feel like I have more time to relax and I have more time to get my stuff done because I don't like to stay up crazy late. So I just feel like starting to wake up earlier, I feel like in college I had to do it, and it was a habit that I didn't do necessarily by choice, but it is a habit that I picked up on and do really appreciate now.
I agree, and I think that's like something that I've struggled with is like kind of navigating like my schedule and Devin's schedule because they're very different. And
Devin goes to work at what, 11?
he leaves at 10, and he works.
Wait, what? He lives in Charleston now?
Yeah, he like works a later schedule. Like he doesn't get home till 7 p.m. Yeah, so it's kind of hard when like I want to get up and I start my day, and like I naturally do feel like more productive when I wake up earlier, and like I just feel better overall because it's just like,
Do you have a
weird ending my day later. Like I agree with that, but I would say one thing for me personally that I've been trying to do that I feel like has been very effective is not going on my phone right away.
Ooh, you better than me. You think you're better than me?
Yeah, I have been trying not to go on my phone because I have been doing a lot more reading. I've really been enjoying Substack. I think it is very informative.
Wait, you read your books on there?
No, you don't read books, you read articles.
Oh.
I've been really enjoying that. I feel like it's very motivating to like start my day and like see a really a really cool inspirational quote, or like read some sort of essay on like how to stop doom scrolling and do something productive with my life. Like I think it really sets a positive tone. Obviously I'm still reaching for my phone, but it's, I guess, better to me than going on TikTok right away or Instagram right away and like consuming content and getting these little dopamine bursts that are kind of like gonna be unfulfilling for the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question that somebody asked about like what are some big goals that I have, and or like just like career goals that I'd like to accomplish. And I'll like touch on them here and there, but I feel like if I directly say them out loud in like a list, somebody is going to prey on my downfall and poke my voodoo doll every time I say that. So I'm gonna move in silence with that one and like protect my peace, and you guys can just see me reach up.
I will say one thing that Anna definitely had on your vision board, I think is going to happen within the next like 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I talked about it. Well, I mentioned it in the last vlog, and it was something slight, and then it literally just like happened in this upcoming vlog.
Whether it's here or wherever, like it is going to happen. So that's really exciting.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me if I could update you on my microblading on my eyebrows. First of all, I didn't get microblading, I got nanoblading, and this is the second time, and honestly, I don't think it like works. Nanoblading is like temporary, and I feel like it is definitely different on skin types and stuff. It's like basically like a temporary tattoo, and my first session, I did not notice like a difference. I got it like a year ago, and now I noticed like a teeny bit, but it's like, it was supposed to basically like be my whole eyebrow, and it's like hair-like strokes, and I maybe have like one that stayed. So if I ever do that again, I'm definitely gonna do microblading, which is permanent, and honestly, I'm probably gonna do it in LA because there's like a lot more options, a lot more people with experience. I got the nanoblading done here in Minnesota, and as much as I do think the lady who did it was like cleanly and nice, I just feel like after 2 sessions, I should have more results.
Especially for what you made.
Yeah, for what I did. Ooh. So I like still tint my brows, like it's nothing new. I just prefer them darker, so it's definitely something that I'm gonna do in the future. I just don't know when, but it's also going to be in LA. And when I do it, I'll let you guys know because I already have a bunch of videos saved of places. So
I want to get lip blushing. That's what I would get.
Yeah, I would too, honestly. What is one thing that you miss most from like living together and now living apart?
I think like not having to like coordinate like we hang out or like catch up or like have sessions or like hear drama or tea or whatever.
Yeah,
like
we're like on the same schedule.
Yeah, it was like, oh yeah, it was just, I mean, easier like for our personal life, but also just like with work too. Like overall, it was just like easier. Versus, I feel like now we have to be pretty intentional about coordinating time to just like hang out or catch up or film or whatever, because we do have different schedules.
This isn't necessarily a question. This was just something that I knew I wanted to touch on. I feel like there's been like, I guess, a trend of being more feminine and doing things to like become more feminine. And I wanted to touch on this because it was like, I had seen things about like, oh, if you wear sundresses more, if you wear like pajama sets more, that like those things will like make you more feminine or like make you basically appeal to like men more. And how I seen this one clip and it was like, oh, like if you've been at home in the same clothes, you should not be in the same clothes when your like boyfriend or husband returns. And I'm just like, why can't I like sit in a big t-shirt and sweatpants? Like, why can't I do that? Like, you can still be feminine sitting in a t-shirt and sweatpants and your bonnet. I don't always wear like a matching pajama set to bed. Sometimes it just be a big t-shirt and some Skims boxers. That doesn't make me any less feminine than like the girl who is. It's just like, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I'm not appealing to no man. Like, I'm just wearing what I'm comfortable. I'm home and I'm in my bonnet because I just like, first of all, it's protecting my hair. I don't have to like manipulate my hair more. That doesn't make me any less feminine. Like, wear what you want, do what you want. Like,
I think there are two different sides to that, because I think some of the people who are preaching this, they think that like being in their, like they are unknowingly promoting being in your femininity in an appeal to a man, versus like a woman just, you know, being in a relaxed environment and doing things that like she enjoyed. Like that's like feminine nature. But I think some people misconstrue that when it's like, oh, you have to wear this like uncomfortable lacy set that's like girly, categorized as girly, when in reality that's some sort of standard that a man set up years ago. This is what women should wear to bed. And so like you're saying you're feminine, but you're ultimately appealing to men still.
Yeah. And I just want to touch on it because I'm like, this was such a crazy like thing, and I got a comment a while ago on like, oh, like saying basically like, oh, you're wearing sundress more, like you became so feminine and girly. Like, what, girl? I've been like, I feel like I've always been that way, regardless of like me literally wearing more sundresses. Like, that literally has nothing to do with it. But it's crazy because like that's what's being kind of like pushed, and like that's how people are now perceiving me wearing more sundresses as that. But I'm like, I do my skincare, I you know what, I like self-care, like those are things like, yeah, that are feminine in nature, regardless of who I'm doing them for besides myself. Like,
exactly.
Just because I'm, you know, yeah, just because I'm literally wearing a dress is not.
Yeah. And you know, it's one thing if like, yeah, if wearing like a nicer set to bed or whatever is like something you truly enjoy and that's what you want to do and that's what puts you into your feminine, sure. But I think ultimately there's like a back end for like, you know, some people doing it for the wrong reasons.
Well, I feel like that's like a lot of the conversation I've seen. It's like, oh, when your man comes home, or you should not be in the same clothes, like you should be doing this like for your boyfriend or for
excellent.
Like,
Exactly. If anything, I feel like men disrupt femininity.
ooh, literally, like, that's just my take.
I don't know if we'll finish off on this or not, but somebody asked if we would ever start streaming. And I've seen a couple people talk about this, but me personally, I think that, and you might disagree, but I agree with Quinn Blackwell's take, where I think streaming to some degree is a form of like internet slavery and exploitation. And I also think with women, you have to tread very lightly because it can promote a voyeurism, to me personally. Like, even if you're not, you know, trying to do anything to be sexualized, I think the world is so scary right now, and people can be watchful. I think
People will do that regardless.
Yeah, I don't want to be, like, I see clips and stuff like that, and like I enjoy like seeing like, you know, highlights of clips and, you know, Kai Cenat and all these things, but I have never personally enjoyed, you know, spending 6 hours plus of my day watching somebody on a live stream. Like, it's a little bit of a weird concept to me.
me. I feel like because we don't even like have Twitch or anything like that, we just see the like clips on TikTok. Sometimes I even find it hard for myself to tie like this this is literally just like a highlight of this person's stream. It's not just like a random clip or a TikTok that was like made. It's literally somebody who like streamed for like X amount of hours, and like this was something that was just pulled. Like I don't even calculate in my head that, you know, this person like really did this for this long.
Yeah.
And I feel like, yeah, it is definitely a male dominated space. So I feel like especially for women, there could be a lot of people who would just get off on the fact that they're like watching you.
Yeah.
It's like you
I think
really
it's
don't
very
know
scary.
who is watching you. So it can be very scary.
I think like to some degree when it comes to social media, you owe your audience like some sort of explanation, but I don't think like you owe people everything, because I've said before in the past, like, you know, actors get to clock out and they like aren't their character anymore, and people already have a hard enough time like deciphering and separating them from the person they played. Because like I'm watching Game of Thrones, and like Joffrey, like the actor, he literally quit acting because his character was so hated and because he got so much hate in real life. I think some people forget that like creators are real people and they're sharing their real life. So like when you're saying like things are being, you know, overly invasive or like pushing them to share more than they already are, it can make it hard, and it can create like a disconnect between like a community and like people who support you.
I feel like at the end of the day, I'm not bothered that, like, you know, people have asked a lot of questions about my relationship. It's something that I shared. But like, I think to ask, like, you know, when we met, like when we started dating, like, I just feel like that's like very personal, and I feel like, you know, I just don't want to share it. So I feel comfortable setting that boundary and be like, hey, like, you know, we're dating. And I do share, you know, some stuff and, you know, moments that we're together, and you guys have seen us like talk and banter or whatever. But it's like,
yeah.
To know when we met, like a lot of those questions, like it's a lot. It's very personal, and it is my personal relationship. So it's like I'm gonna set that boundary and just not answer it.
And that's what we said earlier about like sharing stuff that like you give place for people to comment on. Like if you don't want comments, then it's simply not gonna be shared. We're gonna end the video here. I hope that was entertaining. For some reason, I feel like it's not.
I feel like we had like maybe not as many questions asked, but definitely like deeper rooted answers to the questions.
Yeah. Or we like piggybacked off of certain things.
Yeah. But yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed this twin talk. We'll hopefully have another one in maybe a few months. I legit don't know.
Yeah.
We have a few video ideas and stuff, and like you guys have been really liking the weekly vlogs, and honestly we have too. So
yeah.
I feel like, you know, that's been like our main focus is just like doing weekly vlogs.
Yeah, and pushing out like longer content.
Yeah, but we appreciate you guys watching. We appreciate you guys like, commenting, and subscribing. Very last thing, you guys, we are hosting a giveaway here on YouTube. We're gonna be giving away so many goodies. It is a back to school giveaway, but we have like a Bear Bradley backpack and a Walla, Apple AirPod Maxes in the color sand, notebooks, planners, like skincare items, makeup items. You know, you gotta keep your lip combo at hand. Just a big back to school giveaway, and we are picking one winner here on YouTube. All you need to do is to like, comment one thing you're looking forward to this school year, and subscribe. We're picking somebody who is actively in college right now, which is so exciting. We're super happy that we're able to give back. We also did a giveaway on Instagram, and we're gonna be doing one on TikTok.
So many opportunities to win, because I'm picking 2 winners, Lexie's picking 2 winners, and then we have this YouTube giveaway. So do not forget to check out our Instagram and our TikTok, and make sure you enter this one as well.
Yes. Yay! We're so excited. We've already curated the giveaway boxes already, so
you'll actually see that in the next video. So the lucky winner will be able to see all their goodies being packed up.
Exactly, and we put so much more in them. Like they are like
very curated. I actually asked in my spam, I was like, what type of stuff like would you guys want a back to school giveaway? Because I guess I was thinking in my head like, you know, an iPad or something like that, but a lot of people were like more so focused on like gift cards, supplies, like all these other things, and I'm like, of course, like duh.
No, there is a $100 Uber Eats gift card in there too. So no, it's literally full of so much stuff. We're so happy that we're able to give back to you guys, and for the girlies that are in school, I should have entered some giveaways while I was in college, because you never know if you could win. Don't forget to join the giveaway. It literally would take you a minute max to join. So yeah, we just wanted to end the video on that note that's really exciting. And we want to thank you guys for watching. And you know what? If you want to add to the conversation of any of the things that we mentioned, comment that as well. Because we always love to read your guys' comments too. So yeah, we'll see you in next week's weekly vlog.